I think the real discipline comes in your ability to understand where your limit is, to understand where your edge is, and basically understand when it's time to have a bit of self-care and understand when you are overworking yourself, because I think there's a lot of shame in our society around like giving yourself rest time. And even if you're someone who struggles to be productive and disciplined in the first place and you don't get as much done, there's still, I think, a lot of people have a lot of shame around the fact that they're not getting anything done. But then on the other hand, the people that are getting things done and are being productive, they get in such a habitual state of productivity that whenever they go to take rest, they feel bad about it and they feel shame around it. And I know some people in my life who are kind of like this, and I've definitely been kind of like this. I'm not saying that I haven't, but I've recently just been understanding that the way that you are living life right now is how you should want to live your life, in terms of time spent with family, time spent doing things you enjoy. I think there should always be room for that. Unless, look, I'm not saying that you should never have a period where you're really focused and dedicated towards something. I personally haven't really had dedicated space towards trying to achieve something really specific. I've always just been kind of on the grind, working on multiple different things. But I've came to the realization that at least at this point in my life, I want to make sure I'm spending time with people and just enjoying life, bro, because you've only got one life, and I don't think that making money is the biggest thing and the biggest achievement in life. I think so much growth comes from just living life and getting outside of your comfort zone, talking to different people, building your social circle, and basically just living life in a way that's fun, but it also brings you growth, because trying out new things, trying out different things is gonna help you grow a lot compared to just doing the same shit. If you found that you've become pretty good at doing something consistently, it's not really outside of your comfort zone anymore. So you gotta switch it up and try different things, because even though something's still hard, it's in your comfort zone. And I think one of the hardest things for us as humans is to get outside of our comfort zone. But that's what brings the most growth. But make sure that you give yourself rest time, because we aren't designed to constantly be working. And doing something you enjoy, where you can just completely detach from what you expect of yourself in the day, what your tasks are, what you need to get done in the day. I find myself, personally, I've had a lot of trouble with this in the past. Even now, I often just get in this habit of always thinking about what the next productive thing is and what I need to get done in the day. But you need to have some time, a short amount of time, where you can just relax. And whatever that is for you, it could be a multitude of different things, but basically it'll just serve the purpose of giving you a moment to recharge and just enjoy something for the sake of enjoying it, rather than just being in this state of constant tension where you just want something out of life and you're always working towards it. Yeah, just take moments to appreciate what you have, and yeah, be really grateful for it. And yeah, do things like start a hobby, figure out what it is that you really enjoy and like doing, that isn't just like binge watching or like eating junk food and scrolling. Like those aren't hobbies. And I mean, I'm not judging if you struggle with those things, but yeah, I mean, like an actual hobby that you aren't taking so seriously. For me, I've been into music production for a really long time, and I've kind of found myself taking it really seriously. Like, well, I think ever since I was a child, I always knew I wanted to do something like creative. I've just always thought of myself as this creative person. I don't know if that's like just me, or I think I got a lot of praise for it throughout my life. And yeah, I was just so dialed in on needing this to be like my thing. I needed it to work and I needed it to happen, like a musical career. And I still want it to happen. I'm just less attached to it happening, and I understand that I can enjoy my music without everyone else having to enjoy it. I mean, like, I would still love that, and I really want my music to kind of have a real impact in the world, and I want people to discover it, because I feel like I have quite a unique style. But yeah, I'm just doing it kind of as a hobby mainly right now, but I'm still improving on it. That's the thing. Even if you just keep it as a hobby for a certain amount of time, you're always going to keep getting better, right? You're not just going to stop improving, and then once you are ready to take it more seriously again, you'll just be better at it, which is something that I really like to think about. And yeah, like, none of these things you work towards are going to, like, impact you badly. I think that every failure in life is just a step closer towards success, bro, because I've learned so much from things that I failed at, and I'm actually grateful for them. Like, I'm grateful that I failed at trying to create a successful, like, music business with my beats, because I wouldn't be so resistant now. I feel like recording videos like these is so easy for me. I just talk to a camera, whereas making music was so like, yeah, I was like pouring my heart and soul into a track, and then just like hoping that the algorithm would like work it out, and that lots of people were gonna see my stuff. And I mean, I did gain a decent following, but it was so much more effort to do that than doing something like this, which, yeah, I'm glad to be doing this. And yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever it is for you, even if it's like going out in the sunlight, just getting some like vitamin D, bro, or like reading books in whatever you're interested in for a certain amount of time in the day. I think it's really critical for, yeah, just maintaining a healthy mindset and mental space. So yeah, that's all I got for this video, gang. I hope that you really enjoyed it, and yeah, bro, like, have a spectacular rest of your day, bro. Like, what are you doing? stay locked in, but not too locked in. That's my final words.